Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Jen and this is Through Thick and Thin. First of all, before we even get started, let me just thank every single one of the 500 of you that are subscribed to my channel. Just like the bottom of my heart, like thank you so much. I love making videos and I love making content, and you know, I'm just trying to figure out this whole weight loss health journey that I'm on here, and I really appreciate your guys' support in trying to figure that out and what that means for me and what that means for my channel. You know, when we started this channel, it was solely focused on weight, and you know, I really wanted to just be thinner, and from then, like, I've graduated college with a bachelor's degree in nutrition, health, and wellness, and I've kind of abandoned the idea of being super thin is super healthy, and now I'm, you know, focused on just what feels good for me. And I just really appreciate you guys like sticking around with me. And if you are not subscribed and this is your first time here, hi, I'm Jen. You know, I would really appreciate if you subscribed and, you know, stuck around to figure out what this whole health life journey is that we're going on here together. And I hope that, you know, I can figure it out for myself and help to inspire you guys, and just to, you know, maybe get in on the whole, you know, life is more than weight loss, and life is more than skinny, but you know, life is more than weight loss, and life is more than tracking your calories or your points or your macros. And maybe we can just all learn to love ourselves and feed ourselves and move our bodies like we love ourselves in ways that make us happy. And I think that's kind of where this whole journey is taking me. But I kind of, for this video, wanted to sit down and I found this. I found my old weight loss journal, and just follow your dreams. And at the time, I thought my dreams were to be skinny. And so I kind of wanted to take a look through it with you and see what I would still agree with and what has changed. And you know, I haven't really looked through this. I kind of just found it today, and I just wanted to go through it with you guys. So, okay, if the lighting changed, I just closed my window, so sorry. I was like glowing and blinded. Okay, so we're gonna follow our dreams, figure out what's in here. Okay, so my intent is to, you know, whenever there's a photo of the page where it makes sense, I'll go ahead and throw it up here. So, health and wellness is at the top, and it says, "Dear self, this is your journey, your body, your mind. Only you can change your life. No one can do it for you. I believe in you. I trust in you. I got you. Love me." I think I would still agree with that. I think that I used to put a lot of guilt on myself, and I used to should myself a lot. You know, like I should go to the gym, and I should eat super healthy, and I should not eat fried foods. And I think that this was me telling myself that, you know, no matter what I tell myself and no matter what anyone else says, like, if I want to change my life, the only way that's going to happen is if I change my life, right? Like, I can't blame myself. I can't blame my childhood or, you know, anything. I can't blame anything but myself, because at this point, what goes in my mouth goes in my mouth. And what activity I do is what activity I do. And it's no one else's choices but my own. So I think that is still very valid. Okay, so the bottom of this is an affirmation that I guess I had wanted myself to say every day. Whenever I do these, like I've done a lot of affirmations in the past, and I never like stick to them and actually read them. Like I apparently think I should. But let's just go ahead and read through it. Okay, affirmation. I am a cute, fit girl who loves exercising, which I think I didn't even know. I messed up in spelling exercising and tried to fix it in the morning. I wear the cutest clothes and crop tops especially. I look awesome in anything I wear, especially a bridesmaid's dress. I think that was like my sister was going to be getting married, which got postponed due to the pandemic, but I was really focused on like looking good in the wedding, you know, because at the time, good did not mean overweight. Good meant thin. It's just kind of sad. Trevor, who is my boyfriend, picks me up with ease and twirls me around every day, and I love it when he does that. I've always been bigger, so, you know, I don't get picked up, you know, just simply because I weigh more, and it's hard for people to pick up a large amount of weight. And so I think a motivator for that was that, you know, I get to be twirled around and feel dainty, which who doesn't want that, you know? I mean, I think especially I'm such a tall person. I'm 5'10", and so for girls that's pretty tall. So I've always felt bigger than everyone, like not even just my weight, just my height, and then also my weight. I've always felt very big, and I think, you know, being picked up by other people is like, oh, she's so small, you know, she's dainty. I still kind of want that, to be honest with you. And that's okay. My boyfriend can pick me up at the size that I am. I think, I don't know. I think every girl wants to kind of be twirled around a little bit, you know? I did this by eating the right amount of foods that my body wants, and I don't eat when I'm not hungry, and that is in like a totally different color. And that's something that I do now, you know. I really am trying to dial in on only eating when I'm hungry and stopping when I'm satisfied, and that whole intuitive eating thing, that is right along with that. So I think that was right on the money. I also love to go to the gym. Not true. Go for a bike ride. Yeah, I like to go for bike rides. Or go for a walk or run at least 5 days a week. I think when it's warm out, I do that. I love getting outside and feeling the sun on my skin and like just the heat and the warmth. Oh, I can't wait. We're like a month away from spring, by the way, right now. And I am counting the days. But I don't exercise now 5 days a week. And I would love to be able to do that. I think, like, you know, I would feel better, but that's not something that I do right now. And it's not really something that I aspire to. I kind of just like to move my body the way I feel that day. And if that is going for a walk or, you know, going for a bike ride or going to the gym, I canceled my gym membership. Just kind of because, like, I didn't super feel safe there. Like, at the beginning of COVID, I think they were like super careful, and there's still a limit of how many people can be in there, but like, I don't just want to do cardio when I go to the gym. I can do cardio outside or in my house. I wanted to lift weights, and there was like 50 people in one corner of my gym. And so yeah, technically there's a limit of how many people can be there, but they're all in one corner. So regardless, it didn't feel safe. But what was I even talking about? Oh, yeah, I like to move my body, but I don't aspire to go 5 days a week. I aspire to move in ways that make me happy and make my body feel good. And if that's 5 days, that's 5 days. If it's 7 days a week, that's 7 days a week. If it's 2 days a week or no days a week, that's fine. You know, I'm really trying to just dial in figure out what works best for me. I know it wasn't easy, but I am so happy I stuck with it because I no longer struggle with my weight. I think that the goal in mind when I wrote that was that I would no longer struggle with my weight, meaning that I was thin and I didn't struggle to stay thin, that I would just be the weight that I wanted to be and that I wouldn't have to worry about it. And I think that still applies to me right now, but I don't think it's in the way that I thought it would be. I'm working towards not struggling with my weight. I won't lie. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm not happy with what I see, and I stop and I tell myself that I should be. But I'm not, and that's okay. It's something that I'm working towards. So, but I still think that I no longer struggle with my weight. It's something that I aspire to, but I don't want to aspire to be thin. I want to aspire to be happy with myself, no matter what my weight is. So, I love being healthy and I love myself. I do love myself. I still would love, that's still fine for me, but I love being healthy. I think when I generally make conventionally healthy decisions, I feel better. But I think when you start labeling choices and foods as healthy or not healthy, you get this like dichotomy, and it's like, okay, here's all the things we should be doing and all the things we shouldn't be doing, and I don't think that's healthy. I think we need to incorporate all of those things. So I try not to label foods or activities or feelings as healthy anymore. But I still love myself. I do. So sorry, my camera died. So I think where we were was I was looking at the goals page, which I guess I'll put up on the screen. So I was at 270 pounds when I started this journal, and my goal was to get to Wonderland, which is, for all of you people who don't know, when your weight starts with a 1 instead of a 2 or a 3. My weight has never started with a 3 thus far in my life, but that's what Wonderland is. And it looks like I had lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds. And I know later in this journal, I think I did get down considerably more than that, but I didn't even track it. Like, I took all this time to, make this giant page, and I didn't even use it at all. But the thing that kind of stands out to me on this is that I didn't compliment, like, I have these little, like 10 pounds down, keep going, like inspirational things on here. But I didn't put that I was amazing until I was at about 230 pounds. And I didn't put that I would be stunning until I got to 220 pounds, like that I would look stunning. And I think that's like a bigger reflection on how I felt at the time. I thought that if I wasn't skinny, that I wasn't pretty. I think that's why I was like single for a lot of my life, because I thought that I wasn't worthy. So I held myself like I wasn't worthy, and I dressed myself like I wasn't worthy. I think because I was afraid of rejection, so I would make myself look like a person who wouldn't get that sort of attention, so that it was my fault. It was on me. Like, it was a choice that I was single because I was afraid to put myself out there, because I thought I wasn't pretty enough to be in a relationship. And thankfully, the guy that I ended up with is just the best and makes me feel the most beautiful regardless of what weight I'm at, and I have gained 50 pounds, Jesus, since being with him, and it hasn't changed a single thing. So, know that regardless of your weight, you are worthy, because I just could not catch a break. My memory card was full, so the video stopped. Let's hope we can finish this video without any more interruptions. But if you're watching this, you are worthy. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of friendship. You are worthy of dressing nicely, and you're worthy of eating to make your body feel happy and good, and moving your body in ways you enjoy. You are worthy of all that life has to offer. I don't care if you're 1,000 pounds or if you're like 20 pounds. You are worthy, and that is that. It took me far too long into my life to realize this, almost embarrassingly long. So just know that you are worthy of everything that life has to offer, and your weight literally doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. For the record, Jen of the past, I look stunning now. So take that. So this was, I just found, was from 2019. So this is 2 years ago. So let's just read through and see if we see anything. Okay, so this was my goal for the week, was to move 30 minutes for 5 times, which is like what I guess what you're supposed to do according to the powers that be who tell us what our health and weight should be. And I put walk or bike for 30 minutes plus Monday through Friday, no excuses. Okay, none. It didn't matter. I could get hit by a car. I could lose my leg. It doesn't matter. No excuses. Okay, none. Remember, you are in control of your life, and you do have time. I must have been telling myself that I didn't have enough time. And my secondary goal was only home cooked meals this week, no fast food. And I've tried doing that in the past. The second that I tell myself no fast food, guess what I want? Fast food. Okay. So maybe, you know, if you just don't tell yourself that you can't have fast food, you won't want fast food so badly. There's a thought. Okay, action plan. Meal prep and plan your food. 24-hour plan. So I was really into, at this point, like planning my life at least 24 hours in advance so that I didn't have to worry about what I was going to eat. But the problem with that was that I would not want the food that I had planned. And then what? You know? So this is obviously before I found food freedom, and I was just kind of searching for something to grasp onto to finally make sense for weight loss. So let's see how this week went. Oh, so it looks like I laid out possible roadblocks, which I think is important to do still. I think it's one thing to look at all the things that could go right with like your eating or your exercise and plan for them, but it's another thing that I do think it's important to look at what could go awry and what could cause some problems and how you're going to fix that. Now, like if I'm busy, that might mean that I order food, and that's okay. Like I am okay with that. Back then I would have felt like a terrible person, you know? I like how I had days marked just clear for success. I must have been going to my mom's on Thursdays, and so I put that I was subject to my mom's groceries. Because, you know, God forbid I go to my mom's and bring my own food. I couldn't do that. I was subject to her groceries. I had no control. And on Wednesday, it was my day off, and I'm lazy and have a habit of eating out. You guys, it's okay if on your day off you want to eat out and lay around and do nothing. That's fine. It's okay. And I put 2 other times that I had an eating out habit. That's probably because I was restricting all week long and then went crazy on the weekends, but okay. So let's see, on Monday I did exercise. My plan was fasting for breakfast. And then here's like a thing. So I planned for lunch buffalo chicken wrap with potato. And I thought it was yummy but not very filling. And in this plan, I didn't have room for a snack. It was just, this is what I'm eating, eat it, and nothing else. Like, I was literally setting myself up for failure. And I had an orange for dessert. Wow, what a great dessert. Which, if you want an orange for dessert, that's fine, but like, I didn't want an orange for dessert, and I know that. And my thought download, which was like how the day went, was today was only the first day, but it went perfectly. I didn't eat anything at work. I stuck to my plan, and surprisingly, it was enough food. I ate dinner earlier than usual. So I'm a little scared of how Tuesday's fast will go, but I am determined. If every day were like today, my fitness pal says I would lose 5 pounds a week. Okay, looking back on this now, that to me is a huge red flag. If you are doing something that will make you lose 5 pounds in a week, it is unsustainable. Point blank, I don't care. It's unsustainable. I'm sure there are problems to come. Okay, I didn't get all my water in, but I did drink more than I normally would have, so I'm taking it as a win. Tuesday looks like I already was eating more than was on my plan because I added in that I also ate Ritz crackers for lunch. And then what a shock, I didn't exercise. It's day 2 and I didn't exercise. My thought download says, I ate crackers after lunch. I don't feel bad about it. They were yummy and satisfying. The fact that I had to qualify that I didn't feel bad about crackers that I ate tells me a lot about how my mindset was here. You know, it wasn't on my plan, and I must have told myself, no, it's okay. It's okay. You didn't eat enough yesterday. Like, it's just, you shouldn't have to say that you don't feel bad about it. It's just food. Food is food, and that's it. You need it to live. That's it. Okay. Taco Tuesday was great, very satisfying. I'm learning more about hunger cues and how not to overeat at all. I finally feel like I have control. Okay. Gosh, again, Wednesday, I did not exercise again. That's the thing, is that like, I'm okay with this now, but like I set myself up to where there were no excuses. I couldn't have any excuses. And we are on day 3 and I only exercised once. I stayed on plan today, although I did eat a candy bar that I did not plan for, but I didn't overeat. I'm trying to focus on not overeating and not assigning morality to what I have or haven't eaten. I only ate half of the popcorn that I packed for the movies. That's progress. So I literally say, I'm trying not to assign morality to what I have or haven't eaten, and then congratulate myself for only eating half of the popcorn that I packed for the movies. See the problem here? Yeah, we'll go through a week and then we'll be done. Okay. Again, I didn't exercise. Oh goodness. Okay. On my way home, I binged on McDonald's chicken nuggets and cheeseburgers. Also at lunch, I had oil-ridden hash browns. This wasn't a good day. I binged because I didn't eat a proper lunch and got too hungry. Cannot let this keep happening. So I'm underfeeding myself, congratulating myself for underfeeding myself, and then getting upset with myself for binging. Like, of course I was going to binge. Of course. Like, my body started freaking out because I wasn't feeding it. Of course I was going to binge. What a shock. On Friday, again, I didn't exercise and I fasted until 3 p.m. and then ate more McDonald's. So I had a rule about not eating out this week. I've already eaten out twice and I'm like binging. And then we had Thai food for dinner, but I only got 1 serving instead of 2+ like I normally get, so I take that as a win. I want to reach back to this version of myself and just like give her a hug and just tell her to relax. Like, I am under eating and then I'm binging and then I'm still congratulating myself for under eating again. I had no idea what was going on, you guys. Absolutely no idea. I also did not exercise on Saturday. So I said, how did the week go? Mostly home cooked. I struggled towards the end of the week. 2 binges. Did really well with fasting. Movement goal didn't really happen, but I'm down 4 to 5 pounds this week, so I will take it. So I'm literally starving myself this week because I'm purposefully not eating breakfast and or lunch when I'm obviously very hungry for it, under the guise that fasting will be the magical cure. And then I'm binging because I'm under eating, and then I don't have enough energy to exercise because I'm not eating and then binging, which is like a terrible cycle to be in. And I look back on this and just realize how far I've come as a person. And I know that I was hurting when I was writing this, and I was hoping that things would get better, and they didn't. And they just got worse until pretty recently, actually. So if you are watching this and you've made it this far and you are in a similar situation where you're just desperately trying to lose weight and you just don't, or it's miserable, maybe take a deep breath and just let it go. You know, like we don't have to focus so hard on weight loss. We can just eat foods that make us feel good and move our bodies in ways that make us feel good, and the rest will figure itself out. I'm so much happier since ditching this style of weight loss and just living my life. And I really appreciate you all coming on this journey with me, and hopefully feeling your way into food freedom with me and intuitive eating. And I thought I was intuitive eating when I was doing this, and I was not. I was so not. So thank you for coming along this journey with me. And if you have not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button if you would like more content like this. Give me a like if you haven't liked the video already. And remember, you can make today a great day or not. The choice is yours. Have a good one. Bye, guys.